Hello there, Virgo, and welcome. Virgo, let's find out what is unlocking for you. All right, Virgo, you are going to see some type of dream being realized here. The life you dreamed for awaits you. So there's like an arrival here, an expansion. So you've already, Virgo, have reached a place where Spirit says, don't push any further. You're actually right where you need to be to receive the next component to your dreams. Something that you have been seeking is already seeking you. And Spirit is saying you have reached this level where you've done enough. This is your unlocking of rest, your turn to rest. Sometimes what you seek is as simple as being still and staying focused. See how you are pacing yourself too? You're slowing down, you're being still, you're allowing things to form around you and come to you. This is possibly a different place than you have been because you've unlocked this place of rest. Let's see what else you've unlocked. I get water sign coming through. You're not living in the past. You're looking toward the future because something arrives, Virgo, that allows you to see that your future is unfolding just fine. And you're in this place of rejoicing in some type of journey ahead. Now, I get the Three of Wands coming in right now for you, which is talking about this period where you've arrived. You've arrived right where you need to be, and now what needs to arrive already makes its way to you. Now this will bring expansion in your world. You may be finding yourself on a journey that either was planned or unplanned, like unexpected. Either way, you're on some type of journey where it's like things are just coming together without force. You've got a handle on things too in the right order. You're also coming out of a period where it may have felt like you kept questioning your future. You kept questioning whether you did something right or wrong, or what may have even seemed like a nightmare. You've transformed the period where you felt unsettled, or perhaps others were unsettled by your own transformation. The season where your dreams come alive. The Nine of Swords, if you look at the skull back there, that's exactly what this is. You're not living in the past. You've severed the bonds of an old version of yourself, an old timeline, and you're preparing yourself to rejoice in the journey ahead. You may have even felt a sense of your own death and, death and rebirth, which it could have felt like, there was I don't know how to say it, like it may have felt like a part of you was missing, or a hole in the soul, or there was something just quite not filled yet. And that's okay, because you don't want it to be filled. In fact, you're most likely in this period where you're making room for the new. So you could be letting go of old things, decluttering. Let's see. We got air sign coming through. You've unlocked a steady way of, oh, the word is, I just missed the word that was coming. Oh, regulating. Mastering how to regulate yourself and Also, there's an arrival possibly of someone who offers emotional stability, guidance, support, but you're also that yourself. Something is going on, Virgo, where Spirit is saying you've stabilized something within yourself. You've come to a place where you're ready to open up in a very mature and wise way, and allowing yourself that same thing. This is your time of rest. This is your time to feel nourished, feel complimented by all things. Now that you have reached the King of Chalices, you've accomplished something here. So let's see a little bit more about the King of Chalices. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio showing up. So take that how you want to. Give us more about the King of Chalices for Virgo. Also, because you've remained composed, you're being rewarded here as well. Look at this, it's love. Now, however love shows up, know that this is where your heart is allowed to open. This is what you've unlocked. Feeling loved, being loved, love is in the air. A great time for commitment or taking relationships to the next level. You're unlocking mature love. Love that's available. Love that is not measured. Yes, the fresh is now available. The situation has expired. Oh my goodness, and you know it. You're severing ties of the old here. And fresh is available. This is this whole thing about that decluttering, sealing up that old timeline, and remaining open, but also supported. So there is a sense here too, Virgo, that I see that you're not allowing even the emotions of others to bother you. So take that how it resonates, because you're not living in the past. So there could be, I'm just saying that there could be something where, you know, others are still seeing like the old you, or think it's, you know, same old Virgo, but you're like, nope, that Virgo expired. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, let's see what else. I mean, this is just stating that you're growing, and because you're evolving and growing, you're carrying more creative seeds with you too. And that's giving you life. That's active seeds in your life. You did the right thing, and you're doing the right thing. Also, if something, you know, may have you questioning some, you know, your decisions, don't. Just remain composed and tolerant here, because you're getting exactly what and who you deserve. And remember, we're talking about the king being accomplished here. Yeah, you did the right thing, and you know it. And you're being supported for it. Somehow, some way, you're getting the support for this. Yeah, okay, Virgo, something may be happening right now too, where the discernment is sharpened here. Something may have seemed a little off and a little weird, but it was a catalyst and a blessing. Or what I see is happening here is that you're no longer allowing something to remain how do I say this? Oh my God, the word, oh my gosh. Relevant when it's expired. Because nothing can grow from something that is futile. something was an absolute blessing. It's bringing you something that is far more wise and mature. Okay, let's see what else is unlocking for you. Boundaries. You've reinforced your boundaries. See, you're not putting up with it. You're doing the right thing. You are almost kind of doing what I feel Aries is doing, and we'll just see what comes out. But it just seems like there's something going on with having validation, confirmation too, with reinforcing boundaries, understanding more where your time may be taken advantage of, or not doing things where you're feeling disorganized, right? But yes, you've taken control of where your energy and your time are taken advantage of. Remember, I was talking about this whole thing with discernment? You can see it too. When someone isn't properly respecting your boundaries. You're getting to put something to use here. Whatever you see, we're talking about this mastery. Now you're putting it to practice. Virgo, also something with your leadership, or something with knowing you got what it takes. You got what it takes to, guide or lead others, or to be strong, to be accomplished here, because now you're putting your practice to mastery. Something that you've already learned here. Something will become a catalyst and a blessing. Spirit's protecting you from worse in the future. So because you have aligned here with integrity, right? Something that you feel is aligned with you, and you've been strong, know that Spirit is exposing things and people. Don't be afraid to allow it to not, or how do I say, just allow it to be expired. Wash your hands of it. And it's a good thing that Spirit is protecting you from much worse. Wow, Spirit is protecting you from much worse. Okay, Virgo, we got the Tower here. This is interruption, right? This is sudden interruption. This is interruption you didn't expect. This is divine intervention. Whatever gets exposed or whatever happens here, just know that this is people being removed off your path. This is part of your inheritance with the divine of being protected. So let's get more though about this Tower. I want to know, what's a clue or what this Tower looks like for Virgo. What does this Tower look like for Virgo? Oh, Virgo, you did do you're doing, okay. Oh, let's get more. Don't be bothered by others' emotions. Yeah, okay, something is going on here where you're doing the right thing, Virgo, and if something falls apart, and that isn't to scare you, because this is a natural falling apart or exposure, know that it's all allowing you to see the path that is meant for you. Because there's something going on here where there seemed, how do I say it? There was like interference, or, who knows? Because it could be divine interference. I don't know. But there was some type of interference. But it was all to protect you. Now, there's something else going on too, where Spirit is saying, Virgo, you don't have to plan everything out and just plan on where you're at right now, but the next component is going to make itself available for you. Now, the clue to this Tower is that it's not you. This is going to be shitty for someone. I'm just putting it out there because it will be. Now, it could be for you too, because, you know, obviously, it doesn't feel good either when we know, you know, maybe others are having to go through a challenge or something here, but this is not this is something that Spirit says you're not meant to interfere, because you are in this place of rest. Now, I want a little advice too with this Tower, because the Tower is unexpected. Let's get advice about this too for Virgo. The other clue about this, Virgo, is that it may seem like it was the perfect thing, but it's, yeah, false fear. Okay. Don't fear okay, now take this how it resonates for you. It could have already happened. What's been maybe coming out, collapsing, or, you know, testing your reserves, or even testing your fear. Because remember, Virgo, you're in this place where you have anchored a new timeline. The old version of you does not exist. So something is going to happen here, if it hasn't already, that frees you up more. But just know that it's most likely going to be a process that's not easy for others, or another, or some kind of, you know, relationship here. But what I get is this is relationships that served the old version of yourself, but it doesn't serve the new version of yourself. And that's what Spirit is saying that you are keeping intact, is holding that new version of yourself, and it's paying off. You're giving yourself time to, with your emotions, you're healing yourself or another in ways where it's not exhausting. But this is, there's something honorable going on here. You've given yourself a lot of time too, but now you're able to rest. Remember, this is all about rest. You're giving yourself time to rest. And you're giving yourself the time to see more things coming to you and reorganizing itself. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Remember, we're talking about, I know I brought this up. Where'd it go? Yeah, I talked about this thing about you being this place of being still, allowing things to reorganize itself around you, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You just be still and stay focused, because things are coming to you. You're in the flow of receiving compliments, gifts, things that fill you up, because the stagnation has been removed here. Yeah, you are not rejected, but protected. Okay, if something happens here, and I know you've already felt this, or maybe we've just been misaligned with situations or people, this is all about protection. Okay? Spirit is weaving something into your reality because you asked for it. You're taking all the time you need. Okay, see, this is more, again, you know, I don't want to bring it up, but I just did, you know, Aries a while ago, but you too, in this place of taking all the time you need. you are allowing yourself to just rest and be in this place of holding that containment of rest. And when you do, you're allowing what is meant for you to come into your field, to meet you right where you need to be met because of this new version of you. And see how you're, remember this whole thing about, oh wait, did we get something? Yeah, boundaries. There's something about you being in this place of, non-negotiable when it comes to your time, your space. And I would also say, yes, I'm getting something about a clinging energy on you. So remember, you don't have to worry about that, but allow something to be exposed here because that's your favor. Also, you're going to witness how you really have overcome maybe envy or maybe jealousy projected onto you, or perhaps because we're all human, we were caught up in comparing our lives, ourselves with someone. However, you rule. You're awesome because remember we're talking about how you're mastering these things. And look, you're putting things to practice. And because you didn't give into negativity or the jealousy or whatever of others, or maybe an old self, you receive what's yours. A compliment here. What I see is that you're going to actually win in something here. The win is going to be a silent win. You will know it because you're going to witness the exposure of it. Yeah, you're going to witness it. When I see this word wisdom, Virgo, I can't help but see the Hermit. I feel that you're going to be taking shelter more, seeking your refuge, seeking your sanctuary. And the reason why is because it's seeking you. It's calling you. And you've heard the call. Look at this. To focus on the past is to lose the future, and you're not losing your future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. This is that King of Cups. This is where you remember, this is you. You're the wise one. This is where you're putting it to practice, or you're putting what you practice to use. And yeah, you might be opening up your own practice of some type or enhancing your practice. Just take that if it resonates, because I see a healer here or someone that knows how to comfort and guide without losing themselves, because you may have had to learn a lesson in that too. I think we all do at some point. Let's see what else. Yeah, you're really in a strong position here. So Virgo, I feel that you've tuned in to something that has your focus, has your this is your priority. Something has become like front and center stage for you. It is now your priority, and you're not allowing others to drive you crazy. So there's something strong about this reinforcement of being shielded and protected. But also there's like a sense of a badass coming out with you too, where you're not even saying much. You're unbothered by others' negative emotions. And this is another clue too, that they may try to drive you crazy. Just a little clue, just know that. But look you've got all this control. You've also transmuted some maybe toxic energies as well here. Knight of Wands, adventure, journey. You know, there could be a sense of feeling restlessness, but let's get a little bit more with this Knight of Wands, because now we're moving with instincts, or instinct instead of pressure. Okay, let's get more about this Knight of Wands. This could be an arrival of someone too. Yeah, you're doing something that really has life in it. So this is like a live, active energy that is moving in an unstoppable way. But it may not be moving. It's like maybe just presence. Okay, so let's get more about this Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I think I even said this. Plan and act on what you see coming, but stay mindful in the present. Oh, Virgo, you're so in tune with something here. There's something where it's not even a second guessing anymore. You really are in the present moment. You have a lot of good control too, and you're acting and taking action on instinct. You're being mindful in the present moment, which is giving you an advantage here. So let's see maybe where this takes you. I'm getting a little nosy too. You wear the badge. Okay, so you wear the honorable badge of a spiritual warrior. You know, I'm getting the word honor keeps coming through this reading for you too. I hope you take time to feel respected and honored without pushing it away or downplaying it. Don't do that, Virgo, because I know that might be when you need to just say thanks. Because yes, you are a badass. Spirit is bringing you situations that will bring peace to your heart and mind. This is, see, you're riding on Spirit's back. And there's a sense of adventure, or possibly someone that is not boring for sure, but you know, it's okay to be boring too, right? We don't need to always be in action. Also, you're moving without any attachment. This is more freedom for you. The truth is continuing to reveal itself to you because of your great discernment. This is where you're not using judgment, but you are judging a situation with wise discernment. So no wonder you're moving in this place where you're unbothered, you're intentionally not over planning. You're in the moment more and more. And yes, there may be someone here too that arrives. Say yes to this adventure. Things cannot be revealed yet. Have patience. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get more because that's coming out again. You're unlocking adventure, something spontaneous yet steady. But see, this still, it allows you to rest at the same time. Okay. You don't need to question your abilities because even though things can't be revealed, you already sense it coming. So don't question it. And again, you're not questioning your abilities, especially because here you are, King and the Knight. This is a badass here too. Oh, I meant to put that, not questioning your abilities. You've got what it takes. Finding a feather is a sign your guardian angels are by your side. So I'm seeing that you're picking up treasures on the path here. This is why you might be feeling already or already doing this, where you're decluttering or getting rid of things or organizing. Because yeah, you're finding things, signs, rhythm, pace. Spirit speaks confidently to you too, and you've got the stars. Finally, we've met what we've needed to meet. We're not needing to push any further here. You know, Virgo, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on too where you're just in the right place at the right time. Others are seeking you without you even knowing it. This is where your dreams are seeking you. What are you waiting for? The life you've dreamed of awaits you. You've unlocked something important about your destiny, and it's not just your destiny. It's impacting another and others. Aquarius is coming through. Spirit is replacing whatever you feel is missing. I was picking that up earlier. Spirit will replace what's missing. Soul destined, or destined, or how do I say that? Soul aligned, destined souls. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Other souls that have aligned with their own destiny, right? Not, you know, choosing maybe the easy route or the lazy route. And that's not to say that you have to like work and push, but you've done so much work with yourself and acceptance, and you did the grieving process, you know, you oh my God, look at this. Mastery on display is what you are. Mastery on display is what you've unlocked. You've mastered shadow work. All right, that is actually it, Virgo. But before we end this, let's find out, what is your angels whispering to you, Virgo? Right now, what is the angels whispering to Virgo? Okay, tidy up your thoughts by cleaning them down to what should be a priority, and have complete trust in the process. That's what your angels are whispering to you right now. And the reason why is because you've already completed the process. You got to trust that you've completed it. You're not going to repeat it. I hope that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.